Good afternoon, thank you for joining us. I'm Detective Chief Superintendent James Conway, the local policing lead here in Hackney and Tower Hamlets, and I'm joined by the Mayor of Hackney, Caroline Woodley. We're here today to speak about the tragic events that occurred yesterday evening in Vine Close. Yesterday, in the early hour, in the evening at about 6:30 p.m, police were called by local people to sounds of shots being fired. When my officers and colleagues from the London Ambulance Service arrived, we found 3 people with gunshot wounds. Despite all the efforts of officers and paramedics, one of those injured, Leanne Gordon, sadly died at the scene. A 16-year-old boy and a 20-year-old man were also found with suspected gunshot wounds. They have both been treated in hospital and their conditions are not life-threatening. We believe all the victims to this shooting were known to each other, but they were not related. I want to offer my most sincere condolences to the family and friends of the victims, and also to all of those affected in the wider community by this incident. A murder investigation has been launched by homicide detectives from the Met's Specialist Crime Command. They are being supported by local and specialist officers from my team here in Hackney and Tower Hamlets. I want to assure everyone that this will be a painstaking investigation. We are determined to bring those responsible to justice. It is important that we keep an open mind regarding motive, and we will follow the evidence. It is too early in this investigation to comment further on motive, though we are considering the possibility that this was gang-linked. We are also aware of a recent incident in which police were again called to shots being fired in Vine Close on the evening of Saturday, the 2nd of December. In response to that separate incident, officers found shell casings at the scene, but there were no trace of any victim or suspect. The Met Specialist Crime Command is again continuing to investigate that separate incident. However, one of our lines of inquiry is to determine whether these 2 incidents are linked. Extra officers are being deployed to the streets in Hackney to support the local community, and I would encourage anybody with concerns to speak to them. Whilst we have exceptional detectives, officers and staff working on this case, we do not solve any crimes like this alone. We need the public's help and support. I'm extremely grateful to those who have come forward already, but if you have any information that could help this investigation, no matter how small, please speak to an officer or call our incident room on 0208 345 3865. Alternatively, you can call the independent charity Crime Stoppers if you do not want to give your personal information or name, and you can contact them online or by calling 0800 555 111. It is all the more tragic that last night's events occurred in the lead up to both Christmas, Hanukkah and other important festivals. Our thoughts are also with those affected in Sutton, where a 17-year-old boy tragically lost his life in a stabbing overnight. Our approach here in Hackney, as it is across the Met, is to work closely with our communities and our local partners, including Hackney Council, to tackle violence and the causes of violence together. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Caroline Woodley. I'm the recently elected Mayor of Hackney. I just want to say this is an absolutely heartbreaking incident, and my thoughts and everyone's at the councils are with the loved ones of Leanne and of the other injured victims. We are working with the police to support the families of the victims and will continue to do so in the coming weeks and months. We are also working with local schools and community groups to offer any support they need. While incidents like this are thankfully rare in Hackney, we know that the community will be shocked, worried and distressed. Council officers are in the area to support the police investigation and provide reassurance to local people. We also have outreach workers in the area to make sure people can speak to us about any concerns they have. I'd also urge anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers anonymously or to contact the police on 101. Anyone with concerns about a child or young person can contact a council social worker on 020 8356 5500. That's 020 8356 5500. Thank you.